Technology is evolving faster than ever, but are we evolving with it? Hello everyone, I'm Garv Sehgal, a junior software engineer and backend developer here at SPRWork Infosolutions. Welcome to today's podcast where we explore the ideas, innovations, and technology trends which drive the IT industry. Now, please welcome Mr. Bharat Dhiman, the CEO and founder of SPRWork Infosolutions. Today we will explore but mostly the questions about technology trends and IT industry are.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Hello Bharat sir, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too, thank you.
Okay sir. Sir, my first question about the industry that as we know the technology is evolving faster than ever, but are we evolving with it? And also, which technologies that are emerging excites you the most? And what is SPR doing to leverage the technologies?
Okay, so the very first pattern is we are very much engaged with the like AI stuff, right? We already build ERP systems and CRMs, right? Overall, the HRD software also belongs to the AI system, and the inbuilt AI system is like. The major pattern that we do is we are not only focusing on the solution pattern only, right? We
Yes.
just try to understand the problem, how big a problem is, then we analyze the area, right? Then we analyze the audience, and accordingly we try to build system like we are like we are not saying like we only wants to use a AI because AI is one of the most expensive softwares, right?
Yes.
So we built our own applications, our own like libraries as well, right? So that we can able to provide the great solution with the under budget of our client, right? So that's the whole stuff regarding the technology.
So basically, can we say that the whole idea of SPR is that we are moving ahead with the emerging technologies, but we are not totally depending on them.
Yep, 100%. Because the stuff is like if chat gpt is selling some packages on a price of X, right?
Yes.
And once people start using and maximum users, the maximum audience is using those sort of tools, then obviously in future they going to enhance their pricing, right? So like when we are talking about the whole IT industry, right? So maximum softwares or the requirement that we receive is based on the like individual systems, right? So people wants to spend on that particular application, but they have some sort of a budget
Yes.
criteria with them as well, right? And in terms of revenue, like like if any business is growing very fast, but you can't say every year that business is growing on a same speed, right?
Yes.
So if we only going to provide the solution based on the AI APIs or so, right, that's not a good way to do that, right? So the best way to do that is understand the stuff, understand the requirements, then understand like either they actually need that sort of AI applications or the API, right? If yes, then yes, you can share uh, that sort of things with them as well. But if you feel the requirements and the business criteria is bit different, then you can share solutions accordingly.
Okay. So, sir, my next question is about the most emerging technology today, that is AI. So, as we know that AI is transforming how businesses operate. It is now not just limited to answering our queries or generated images and videos. It is actually changing the business flow in the industry. So, do you see the AI as primarily the collaborator or helping hand in the industry, or do you see the AI as disruptor?
Okay, so the point is the helping hand stuff is like okay, so I just want to share a few examples with you, right?
Mhm.
When we are talking about content writers, right? So previously, when there is something that we shared with our content writing team, so they took 2 to 3 hours, right, based on the idea, and then they shared their first draft, right? Then again, client share few feedbacks. Then again, they took 2 to 3 or 4 hours, and they share the second draft or so. So if we want to publish or create a one article, right? So the resources, taking around 7 to 8 hours of efforts, right, based on the client feedbacks, right? But once AI integrated, so that part is quite easy, right? So within 1 hour or so, we can able to create the whole article and share with the client, and client also like the way, right? And the disturbance pattern is we use the AI for video editing as well. So I just share one example. Our team tried to generate a video using AI, right? And they spell SPR wrong, right? And we try to make sure the tool can able to make the spelling right. But we tried 15 times almost, right? But again they misspell a name, right? Again, like also pattern is we upload our logos and just like make sure AI can replace the correct logo, right? But still we are facing that issue, they can't able to spell SPR properly and the logo itself, right? So the point is there are hundreds of AI tools there, right? So there are some very premium AI tools, but if we are talking about audience, right? So everyone can't able to afford that tool on a monthly basis, right? So they go with a cheap AI solutions, right? But the accuracy of cheap AI solutions would be around 30 to 35%, right? And the accuracy of the very premium AI tools would be around 70 to 75% accuracy, right? So the point is, when there are few certain things, right? If we are talking about programming, right? So like if there is a program and the file code is around 10,000 files, right? And we are facing any sort of issue between 1 or 2 files, right? So if we are just going to upload that file code to a AI and ask what's the issue, so AI can able to identify that part, right? So the point is, in terms of content writing and few AI stuff, few AI stuff in terms of programming, yes, AI help us a lot. But when we are focusing on creating things, or creative things, or branding stuff like that, so I'm not 100% rely on AI based tools, because sometime they produce average results, sometime bit better results, but maximum time they shared some unwanted results. Yeah.
So, to summarize your answer, basically we can say that AI is good indeed, but it is not as good as a human.
Yep.
We always need human interactions.
Right.
Okay. So, my next question, before my next question, I actually have a very common question about AI. How do you see AI being too overpowered in the future?
Okay, so the stuff is that's a very much a complex question itself, right? But the point is, AI is the main point of AI is data collection.
Yes.
Right? If any AI tool having a whole world data collection with them, a GPU based servers, right? That's the most, the like expensive project as well, right? So if any organization like Google or a Microsoft or any other organization, try to build a AI that, having the whole world data, right? Then obviously AI can, harm a lot of things,
Yes.
because all the security parameters or the like cyber crime stuff, everything based on data itself. And if any application have that sort of data with the application, right, the object, then yes, that object can, harm things very deeply or very badly.
So, sir, my next question: what basically differentiates SPRWork Infosolutions in a highly competitive IT services market, and what core philosophy and ideas drives the company's innovation and growth?
Okay, so the point is, I worked with multiple organizations before as well. I started my journey as a junior programmer. Then I work as a project manager, the team lead, as the product owner as well, right? And simultaneously, I started my own company, the SPR, right? So the point is, uh, our idea, like the issue that I see in other organizations, right? Uh, like if I am working on any project, client don't know about my skill set, they don't know about me, they don't know about my background, they don't know anything about me. They only know about the XYZ organization and the sales like manager, right? So what we do in SPR is every resource is important for us, right? So if any resource work on any project, so he directly involved with the client communication, the parameters, the email stuff, their response. So they feel bit, when someone entered in a company, so like the programming, like if someone is saying, I'm doing programming only, right? Or I am doing designing only or so. That's not the actual goal in
Yes.
IT, right? Because obviously based on the experience, people wants to reach on a high positions, right? So the most struggling point that I faced, I have to prove I have to prove my skill set on each and every step, right? So in SPR, the biggest advantage is when someone entered in a company, then we always try to make sure they are not entered because of their skill set only, or maybe their education stuff, or maybe their communication. No, we just want to make sure the resource have to understand the revenue structure, how we communicate with the client, right? What about the business ideas and the business model and the business strategy, right? If client want to ask something, or try to create try to get a roadmap, right? So we involve a fresher in a same process as well, right? So that once they having 1 or 2 years of experience, and they if they receive any sort of big opportunity, right? So they have that sort of skill set with them, so that they can prove themselves on a easy, like the easy way.
So, we can basically say that your idea of business is that every employee should be able to as well as communicate as well as code and
Yes,
build.
yes.
That's actually very good. So, my next question for you as a business leader. So, as a leader in a very fast moving industry, how do you stay future focused while ensuring the organization remains adaptable to the constant technology changes?
Okay, so the point is, when we are talking about the industry, right? So always, like every industry have two sort of leaders, right? the one industry only focus on revenue, right? Like how many numbers we achieve on a yearly basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis. And the second sort of industry is, like the solutions that we provided, right? Are they solutions are, solving the issue, the purpose, like every problem and the solution have a purpose with them, right? So the main point is, if you create any sort of solution, right, and the client is not satisfied with you, they hired some other team, again they had some other team. So I don't think revenue is a good approach, right? If you create any software, then client should not go for any other development team or so, right? Because to retain client is one of the most important key for SPR, right? We are not like in 15 years of a journey, right? We worked around, I guess, 115 or 118 clients, I guess, right? And around 47 clients still working with us from last 8 9 years, right? We work on, few very big international brands, right? And we are still working for them, right? So the idea in terms of SPR is, we are not looking for clients because of revenue, right? We are available in IT, like a market, to provide a best solutions, right? So that if any client is facing any issue with any organization, or they spend like, we receive many requests on a daily basis, where maximum issue that we the client share with us, like, they hired one agency and they can't able to provide a solution, but they take all the amount, right? And they again hired some other agency or so. So our agenda, like our Upwork profile, around 81 jobs we delivered in last 10 years. And all the ratings you can able to see, only the 5-star ratings, not even 4.8 star. Every client gave us a 5-star, right? So that's the whole point of SPR, is like, we once client engage with you, so we always try to make sure we can serve client on on all the best possible way for a long term.
So, for the viewers, basically here at SPRWork Infosolutions, we are not just looking to build and deliver the solutions, but we are actually believe in that we will maintain the relationships with the clients for the very long term. So, sir, my next and my last question for today's podcast is that for the students and freshers that are newly graduating from their respective colleges or universities, what are the core skills, mindsets, or basically one key advice that you would like to give them so that they can actually survive in the industry?
Okay, so the point is, I want to share a few things with students. Like, we started our NGO in 2017, right? And every year we, trained around 30 to 35 resources, and this year we enhance our number to 300 plus resources, right? So the basic issue that I face with freshers, a maturity level, right? Like, they don't have a proper a vision with them, right? Like, if someone entered in a company, and we work on very much open culture, like, we every time we just ask, like, do you like this thing or not, right? But if your approach is, I don't have an interest in this, I don't have an interest in that, so that's not a good approach, because you are not an experienced person. You have to adopt small things from each and every field, and you have to analyze accordingly. You have to shape up your skills, right? But on a very early stage, if you are going to say, I only want to focus on that particular field, right? And once someone like your senior try to understand your process and they found, you are doing multiple, mistakes in that particular field, and they want you to, improve yourself, and they also want you to enhance your skill set on some other fields as well, right? But if you are very much like music now, if you're very much saying like, no, I only want to focus on that particular field, either I'm doing good or not, right? But still I want to stay with that particular field only, right? So I guess that's not a good idea. And the second major suggestion that I want to share with the students is, never share the stuff like that, I have this problem with me, I have that problem, uh, like in Aspia we try, like we are very much engaged as a human base, a relation stuff, right? When we said Aspia a family, so we actually mean that a world as well, right? But other industry or other companies is not, like, I'm not saying the 100%, but the maximum ratio of company, that not believe in that sort of criteria. So if SPR, like, we hired students to help them so that they can start their journey, right? And they can enhance their skill set accordingly, right? But other industry is not going to, not going to, listen your silly question answers, right? If you are going to say, due to this reason I don't want to, work on this project, give me some other work, right? Or I don't have an interest in that particular project, give me some other work, right? So they just, terminate you on a real time, right?
Yes.
So in Aspia, like, our working culture is very much different from other companies, right? But that doesn't means that's our weakness, right? That doesn't means people can, take that advantage, right? So the only advice that I want, that I shared, every opportunity is the golden opportunity for students, right? Because there are many, like, thousands of students, they studied in BTech, BCMC or so, but they can't able to, start their journey in a IT company, right? They start their journey from a BPO, KPOs, then they, move their to their own small businesses as well, right? So if any industry, provide a opportunity to students, so I guess students need to, understand that point, right? And also respect that opportunity.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. So basically, that was it for today's podcast. Now, if you guys have any other questions that you would like Mr. Bharat to answer for you, we will see you in the next episode. Please use the comment section to drop down your questions. Thank you.